Okay, the next award goes to Nathaniel Richardson. And based on what you'd submitted, you were getting a full time job next year, and you were also applying and going to attend Merrimack. And your plan was to major in web design and cybersecurity. And you listed your five favorite band memories, and one, your very first marching contest. Yeah, I would agree. It is pretty intimidating, that first contest, that first time you're doing it in the lights, you're doing it under pressure, and then the older kids around you are depending on you to to pull your weight and do your part. So it's a lot of pressure. It's pretty intimidating, and when you finish it, an accomplishment at the same time, it's pretty rewarding as well. Playing Magic: The Gathering with my underclassmen, and I don't know what that is. So, Magic is, I don't know if it's a video game. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. But your next memory is all the friends that you have now, and I would agree. You have a laid back personality. You have a very warm, caring personality. So people are gonna want to be friends with you. They're gonna want to flock to you. They're gonna want to be around you. The next memory that you mentioned is your first lecture from Mr. Brown, and all the band stories at any time in a class. And yeah, being around me, you're probably going to get a lecture of some sorts at one point or another. And as you found out, it's best that you just sit and listen to it, because I feel it's important, and I feel that you need to hear it. So, and it's your job to listen to it. Or if you're not listening, do a real good job of faking it. Because at least I believe if you're in the room with me, you're going to have a better time of learning something, even if you're fake listening, then you're not in the room at all. So, and then my stories, yeah, I guess it's one of those things because I graduated from the program. I've been in the program so long. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of things about the program that have come through, and that I think it's important for you all to know, and important for you all to be aware of. And then you write on here, "Thank you for being my family away from home," and that is true. There's things. It is about the togetherness, the family camaraderie, and and families are dysfunctional. So for you to say, "Oh no, my family's perfect," that person is lying. There is no perfect family, and it's out of that dysfunction that you have growth. It's out of that dysfunction that you have togetherness, and that is a natural part of being in a group. It's a natural part of being human. Is you always are functioning on some level of dysfunction, and that is band. That is the experience that we have in band. Sometimes you have people say, "Oh my, this is horrible. This, and I'm like, that's normal. That is, it is normal. So. And it's good that you mentioned that, because I think that's pretty important. So some thoughts about you, and well, first off, one, for you, playing tuba makes you a certain kind of person, and I always make the joke about, oh, these people are such and such, and these people do this, and they would do this willingly because they're the kind of people that will eat their young. And that's kind of what a tuba player is like. A tuba player, I mean, you have to look at it. You're basically carrying this giant, massive piece of metal around. And not only are you carrying it around with you on the marching field, you are inside of it. You are basically confined inside of it. And we buy these little straps and these little, I like to call them tuba diapers, to make it feel less heavy, and to make it more comfortable, but it still hurts. It's still uncomfortable. It's still painful. And it is just basically awkward. It's uncomfortable. And you know this because once you get a windy day, that tuba acts like a sail, and it can actually pull you one direction or another, and you're trying to march this way and that way, and the wind is pulling you, and you got to play. And it takes a certain kind of person that can do that. It takes a certain kind of person to be able to do that, and to contribute and to make a great sound and to be able to play. Um, and I want to thank you for being one of those people, because the mentality of people nowadays, it's just real easy just to quit. And because it's hard, because it's uncomfortable, to just decide, what, I'd really rather do something different. I'd rather play something else. But you stuck it out, and you hung in there those 4 years, playing sousaphone, giving of yourself, marching band, me fussing at you about whatever, and that's a beautiful thing. And it's beautiful to watch you grow in this program and to contribute the way you do, and that you didn't quit. And life is filled with ups and downs. Life is filled with experiences. It's filled with failure, disappointment, any sort of bad adjective or any sort of bad description that you can think of. Life is filled with those types of experiences, but at the same time, it's filled with equally beautiful things as well. And I think that's the experience through band, and I think that's the experience that you've probably had through band, and many other kids through band, and hopefully through those experiences, through those ups and downs, that you learn lessons from those. And sometimes those lessons are intangible, that it may not necessarily I have to tell you the lesson, but by you going through the experience, you then in turn learn things from that experience, either good or bad. So I believe in you, Nathaniel. I believe in your ability. I believe in the things that you can do. I believe if you are a focused individual in life, I believe that great things will come to you. And I think, showing your example in here, showing the things that are possible for you here, with showing work and determination and not giving up and not quitting, is a byproduct of what's going to happen for you in the future. I'm appreciative of everything you've done. I appreciate it when you come to band. I can tell within you that you came in with the goal to get an inch better, to play an inch better, and to help improve the group an inch that day. And you figure over enough period of time, you improve enough inches, you by then have moved mountains. And I think that exemplifies you. So thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for being a positive contribution. Thank you for playing sousaphone and tuba and all that, and doing a great job with it. And I can't thank you enough. And because of your good work and the things that you do and you sacrifice, you're going to win the Team Player Award. Congratulations.